Alright, so in this video, we're going to show Baxter's MoveIt integration that we've created. So we're going to start our ROS workspace up using the SDK shell. And then the first thing we're going to do is run the joint trajectory action server. This is necessary to run MoveIt to control the arms. Then we're going to open up a new terminal and start our SDK shell again. Now, this assumes that you've already installed MoveIt following the wiki tutorial. So we're going to ROS launch Baxter MoveIt config and use the demo Baxter.launch. Now, what's actually going to load is the MoveIt RViz API. Or plugin. There are a number of MoveIt plugins that connect the planning libraries and trajectory controllers. And this particular one is a nice RViz plugin that makes it very easy to interact with the robot in the planning libraries. So you can see we have our robot here, and we have these nice interactive markers that we can use to set the endpoint goal states for our planning. So what we're going to do is go to the Planning tab, and you're going to want to start with selecting the start state of the motion plan. And we're going to use the current start state. You always want to start from where the robot arms currently are. And for a goal state, we can select a random one, or we can use these endpoint interactive markers to modify the endpoint. You can see a roll pitch. Now, you'll notice that as we move them, the IK is automatically solved for the endpoint, and the new joint states displayed for that solution. This is very nice for figuring out the actual position the arm will be using. And what you're actually solving for is a joint solution from the start to end. So once you have your start state and your goal state, you can hit the plan button. And it will try and come up with a valid joint trajectory plan to move the arms. Then you can hit the execute button to execute that plan. You notice that as you adjust these, if you move it into an invalid state, it'll go red to indicate that it's in collision. You can also click the Plan and Execute button to immediately start the planner. So far we've been only planning trajectories with just the robot knowing about itself. Another nice feature of MoveIt in the planning libraries is collision-aware planning and motion plans. Let's say we want to know something about the cabinet and the environment. So we can put our objects here and plan around them. We've created simple models, so we can import these from text. They're simple text boxes. You can also import meshes. These are the output from the MoveIt editor. So we're going to import a model we have for the cabinet and a model for the box. Now, once we have our scene set up, we're going to go to the context and publish the scene so that the collision-aware IK and the planning libraries can know to avoid obstacles. If we've moved our arms, we want to update our current start state for our plan. And for our goal state, let's move it over here. So move it to the other side of the box. You can see when we hit plan now, the plan libraries will create a plan, arm trajectory, that'll move around the box. When we click plan, you want to make sure that you get the execute to happen. Once there's a valid plan, it'll highlight. You can click execute. All right. So let's move it for you.